for ladies, you need to be able to know when the guy really loves you. Love is not a feeling. Hi, this is Neon Dunsi, and we're on the Good News Channel TV, the Bedroom Talk channel. We've been talking about God's purpose for marriage, as we can find out from the manual, the Bible. Why did God invent sex? We've been talking about that, and we've learned so much. I encourage you to go back. If you're just watching, if this is the first of the series, you have to go back, look at the other videos, so that you be on the same page with us, really. So now what we're going to be talking about now is the difference between men and women, or differences when it comes to sex. Now you remember that I said the manufacturer always has a design, and that design has to do with the purpose. Now when you talk about men and women, we're not wired the same way when it comes to sex, but unfortunately, there are a lot of people, married couples, who don't understand this, or they understand it, but they don't know how it relates to sex. They know they're not the same with the wife or with the husband, but now when it comes to the sexual act, they don't know how these differences come to play, and they don't know how to work with these differences and get the best results, basically. So I'm going to be talking to you about a few of the differences when it comes to men and women. Now let's talk about men first. How are they different from women when it comes to sex? Now, of course, first and foremost, the bodies are not the same. A man doesn't look like a woman, because there are different functions that a man performs that a woman does not perform. First and foremost, a man is a giver. God designed a man as a giver, and this is why a man is shaped the way he is. He's shaped to be a giver. He has a penis because he is a giver. Now, remember, there is a purpose, there is a design, there is a nature, and you have the needs. So, a man is designed the way he is because of his purpose. He is a giver. Now, a woman, on the other hand, is a receiver. Now, you need to remember that a man is a giver, a woman is a receiver. Now, because a man is a giver, his sexual potency, his sexual requirements are by far higher than that of a woman. His sex drive is by far greater than that of a woman, because you see, he is the giver. So God designed him with a huge dose of sex drive. Now, another thing that is important to notice is that a man is turned on by sight. He's turned on by what he sees. This is why many times a man sees a naked body and his body starts reacting to it. People involved in advertisement understand this very well. That's why these days, things ranging from telephones to cars, anything that is associated with males, with men, when there's an advert about them, you find half-naked ladies standing beside it. It's for a purpose, because they know it's going to get the man's attention. Put the photograph of just the product, a man might not be attracted to it, but put beautiful lady, half-clad beside the product, then you get the man's attention. You see, it's because God designed men to be turned on by sight. Now, the state of a man's mind is really not that important when it comes to sex. And women who know this take advantage of it. Right from when a child is growing up, you find it. I've seen a case, for example, where a little boy, 4 years old, he cultivated the habit of putting mirrors on the ground so that when his teacher would walk past, he could be looking at her underwear. Now that's a 4-year-old. You see, because he's turned on by sight. Now, maybe he saw an older person doing it. I don't know, but that shows you that this is the way that God designed men. Men are aggressive. Men are the ones to go out after whatever they want. That's why they are the givers. That's why the sex drive is greater. They are the ones that are to give out seed to the woman, to their wives. This is why a man, when he's in his prime, when he's his sex drive is at the greatest from between the ages of starting from something like even 15, 16 until he gets to his mid-20s. Now, this is because he's expected to give out his sperm. He's expected to procreate. He's expected to have children. That's why his sex drive is quite high at this time of his life. So, these are some of the differences. Women are not like that, and don't go away. When we come back, we'll talk about the differences as it pertains to women.